I want to get into it first of all? I would say I have a wee bit of drive from my father. My father, first of all, it doesn't take a very smart person to go on. You don't have to have straight A's in businesses to go into it. A lot of business is common sense. And I would say my father was very, very successful in the kitchen and bathroom. He's one of the leading companies in Derry City. But he left school when he was 14. And I always seen my father coming home, working really, really hard. And he was able to go on big holidays with my mummy and all, and take us and family holidays and all. And I wanted to be like him. I wanted to build something for myself. It wasn't really all about the money. There's a few different reasons why I wanted to do it. Like I suppose I played for Banner Camogie, and then I played for Derry Camogie for a long time. I got to go up and down Ireland with Derry, and we won an All Ireland in Croke Park and all. So I was always very competitive in sports as well. So I think that's very important, you know. If you're wanting to go out there and get a good career or get a good business and do well for you when you're bigger, you know, you have to have a wee bit of drive, you have to have a wee bit of passion and competitiveness, and it's not always rosy. You have to work hard at it as well. But so the sports background and my father gave me a good drive. I always wanted to do it. It didn't want to do it for always the money. It's mastering something, you know, being able to get a customer and keep that customer, you know, and really develop skills for myself. I felt independent, you know, with if you go and do your project, you feel good when you get it done. It's a sense of achievement, always. Easy all the time? No. There's a lot of bad days and there's a lot of very good days as well with having your own business. And I have 3 children. One is 15 months, one is 8, and one is 5. And my husband is, as I said, he's a PE teacher, and he also coaches in the evenings. He coaches Ballymena, you'll know from County Derry here. He's now coaching Coal Island and County Tyrone. Busy household, keeping it all going. Started out, I really did not have a clue what to do in business, really. You know, I learnt it all step by step by step, you know. And when I was your age, I never seen myself, you know, owning my own business. I was probably low in confidence when I was your age. You know, like I wouldn't have just, you know, been able to stand up like this here and speak. But you get there, you know, and if you're all, you know, thinking that you, maybe some is confident, some is not confident. But I've listened to different books and reading, and I've driven myself to achieve things and go out there and do business studies and studying it. Really, that was like you had to have the 4 Ps and you had to do this and this and this. All these YouTubers and all these influencers are knocking that out of the water. And really, if you can be creative and if you can be, you know, drive and achieve, and you want to do something and stand out, then you will be successful. And I would say if you're ever going to do something, have that in the back of your mind. Because maybe someday that you would want to have your own business. Because it is very, very good. Freedom, you know, you get to do your flexibility of freedom, and as it says, it's achieving something, it's being independent, and you feel proud of it when you look back. When you're doing things in life, don't always think that you have to know the whole pathway. Have what you want, have your dreams, and dream the dreams, and believe in yourself that you can do it, and you will get there. Each step will unfold all the way. If you know Steve Jobs, and not sure if you do, but he created the Apple, the phones, the iPads and all. he says you can only connect the dots when you look back the way. Okay, so that means just keep going forward, even if it's just your next career. If you want to think about marketing, or if you want to think about your maybe into the medical field. Anybody here know what they want to do yet, or have an idea what they want to study? These girls at the back, any idea? No idea. And to be honest, that is very, very common. I was very lost when I came out of university. I literally panicked one day. I got an interview for the Belfast Telegraph, and I had my mummy up all night because I was so anxious that I wasn't going to do things right. And we don't do things. I have made so many mistakes, you know, but you have to get that inner voice of yours to say, it's okay, I'll get up and I'll go on and I'll do it right the next time. You know, it's not a failure. You can't see things that you make your mistakes. And it's even in your project, this is actually the time that you should be building your confidence more, because you're going to go into challenges when your GCSEs and your A levels and all, that's all very, very pressurized times. So if you make a mistake, you know, rub it off your shoulder, get up and go on with it, like, you know, and don't be hard on yourself. I know I've been hard on myself all my life, you know, but sometimes that drives you as well to do things. But I was completely lost that when I was coming out of university, and I was actually, a friend of mine texted me saying that there was a job in Walsh's Hotel as a marketing manager. I've been, I think I had about 6 months looking for jobs and things, and never did I think, even for the first year in Walsh's Hotel and then that job, that I never thought I could say I could be a marketing consultant. I didn't think that I would be, and I just built my confidence every year on year, and I did that by just achieving a wee bit more and a wee bit more every time. Going into different careers, you know, do something that you really, really love. But when you're doing your career, have in your mind what you want in the end goal. You possibly just set it up there as we dream that you might want to do your business. But when you get into your own job, think then to learn the most skills that you can to do that business later. You know, like, I learned so much of bosses, and I even got into their HR department. I was able to do, that's all just about staffing. You know, there's a lot of sections to different businesses, not just marketing. There is a finance side of it, so I was able to learn different skills in there as well.
How long is your marketing company going?
Going 4 years now. Left Walsh's Hotel in 2013.
And was it just a spur of the moment, you know what?
Okay, probably no, I wouldn't say that. I remember times when I was sitting in university and sitting in class university and thinking that I wanted to do something. I always had my father, but at that stage I think that it's easy and it'll be big and it'll be straight to the top. You don't go straight to the top unless you are completely stand out there and you can do something wow and you've got the confidence to do it. But it takes time, took a lot of work to just even figure. Literally, I think I started saying this, I didn't even know how you price out. I've now got trade suppliers and printers. At that time, I didn't know how long it took me to do a graphic design of a poster or how long it took me to do logo. I actually had my brother in placement with me. I was all self-taught. So graphic design, your Photoshop, I learned it from scratch myself. I learned how to do website design from myself. And once you get your social media up and going, that was a big thing, is showing off your work, you know. I'm actually doing my own website, and I always leave my own marketing to the last, you know, literally doing everybody else's marketing. But so I would say I have literally haven't advertised, and I've done one advertisement in 4 NI I think it was to just boost the website, you know, but everything was through my website and Facebook and known word of mouth, a lot of it. So then it just sort of had a good background from business studies in the university of marketing and consultancy, so I was able to advise about markets and customers and things like that there if ever a company did that kind of service, you know. I had two kids at this stage, and I was on maternity, sort of got bored more, and I was like, hey, let's go and do this. And I literally had one client, and that was a Welshers came with me, thank God. And had the other guy, the inventor as well from Fermanagh. I had two people when I was going out my own. No, definitely not regret it. Let me tell you, there's hard times, there's things that you make and you mistake and you lost money and you do all things and it's maybe a bit on you, and you don't mind working other hours and night time if you need to. I was sitting up last night to about 11 o'clock doing my VAT return, if anybody knows what that is. So there is boring sides of business as well as there is good things, but there's more good things, I would say, definitely. So I believe these are all going into business now and really teaching.
That's why there's so many questions.
Well, that's a very good question, because I had to learn how to project manage, because a lot of my businesses want print out the next day. They want to, so I have to see who's available, how many jobs in the morning, so it would be like a project management thing. So I would have to work out how many jobs is going out, what date, prioritise which ones have to go out, you know, right away. So say there was an event next week and that advertising had to go out this week, then that's going to go up the top of my list, you know, to get it done. So then I have to see what their workload is. So it's managing all different, you could be, yes, the likes of, there's maybe 32-page brochure, which is really maybe about a week's work on that, and I might start off half of it and then the other designer might do it other, and we all come together. So it's communication. We use WhatsApp, we use emails, and everything's communicated through that, and sharing files. Like we have humongous files, so share it in Dropbox, if anybody knows what that is, like storing files online, things like that. So everything is done really over the internet. I don't have any premises or anything. I have a laptop, and if it crashes, it's my business. It's bad, so I have to have backups of all my work all the time. But as I say, you could be at home doing it from your laptop someday and running multi-million. I know, I've watched different stories of different business people out there, and they're making millions from just a laptop, you know. So it's figuring it out, figuring out what products you want, and make sure you like the product, and start to listen to your business studies teacher about profit margins. That's the most important one. Older, that is what you're going to be faced with. It's not going to just be all this free time and you just go walk out the door and that's it. You're going to have a lot of priorities, and if you ever want to get married and have children, you know, thinking about business is very important, where you want to be. And I know you all just want to get to university and have fun and go to discos and all, but be smart. That's what I'm saying. I wish I was having somebody in my classroom tell me that at that stage, because I would have been soaking up as much information from my teachers. I would have been soaking, in the first job that you go into, soak up as much skills as you can, because when you get out, it's making money and having nice holidays. Like I was work hard and things, you know, and they're the wee perks that you want to do in life, you know. So find out about profit margin. I don't know how much I took away from it, but it's in there somewhere. And you know, there were familiar things that I was able to bring into my business now, and as well as that, sometimes you're not just ready to go out into the big bad world either, you know, and sometimes you know, you have to learn from other people and build your confidence, you know, because you're going to be dealing with people like my age and above. I'm actually pretty young, I'm 35, so I would say I'm pretty young to be. This is really I started my retail company when I was 26. I went into that for a year, but yes, going back to your question, definitely I would advise. But and if you go into the wrong university, it's no big deal. Like I have my actual full-time digital manager. She actually did sports studies, and now I'm going to train her more in marketing, and she likes marketing. So because I knew she was she's very smart and she's very loyal and she was very hardworking and all the rest. So she had the right skills. So I'm an employer. That's me looking, and it's not all about your straight A's at going in for a job as well. It's about whether you can go into an interview and you smile and you can say you can work hard and you come up with good ideas and you're passionate and you want to work hard, you know, and do things for that. So when you're going out to your job, but I would advise you, if you're really confident and want to start into your business right away, go for it. But as I say, go in and learn your skills and your jobs first of all. And go back to really what you want to do. Believe in yourself. If you ever hear of any time there's a video on YouTube called The Secret. Has anybody heard of it? No? Well, what The Secret is, it's very simplistic, so don't believe every single thing about it as well. But it's just about positive things will bring positive results for you. So if you believe that you can achieve it, you know, just set yourself up there and take a chance on you and be brave and go out there. And even your careers, don't be scared to apply for them bigger jobs, and you'll be successful, I'm sure, and I'll be sure of hearing from a lot of yins in the future.